bushy beard and your barber doesn't put any detail into it, leaving all the flyaways like this, I prevent that by sculpting it with its growth pattern, sheared the bottom, razor his beard line multiple times, and I finally get his neckline to fit his facial structure. If you're in LA in need of a detailed beard, use the link in my bio to book. After chopping this load of hair, it exposed this overgrown hairline with different growth pattern. Other barbers typically leave it like this, but instead I line it up at the proper height from the middle to the left, then match it to the right side and open up the vertical bars. I'm located in LA, so click the link in my bio if you need any hairline problem fixed. What are you getting, bro? Something? What was it that we did?
Taper, line up, and the trim.
How do you want your taper? Low, mid, or high?
High.
High? So no sideburns? No C-cups?
Yeah.
Now I got my client ready to conquer the world. I'm located in Los Angeles, so if you need to get blessed, make sure you use the link in my bio to book.
This shit is hard not to push back. He got two light corners in his hairline, and other barbers pushing back like this. So I make sure to avoid the light spot when I take it down, to prep the skin up, thin out the hairline, line it up super natural, lay those waves down, then boom, that's the end look. If you're in Laurel, Maryland, click the link in the bio to book today. Just like that one?
Yeah, I haven't like found good barbers here in DC. I always go back home to Puerto Rico. It's tough, they always like mess it up there.
They always mess it up? It's like uneven sometimes?
Yeah.
Like you can't style it properly?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And like, do you have any issues with the beard sometimes?
I do it myself. But
Oh, really?
I never do it with the barber because the ones that I've gone to, they only do the cut, but on the beard.
Yeah, it looks like the beard line was kind of low. So you want to keep it like pretty high up, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's the end result. My boy definitely got a transformation. You got the beard line nice and high. You got the look you wanted. If you're in Lower Maryland and want this transformation, click the link in the bio to book today.
As you see, my client has a naturally rounded hairline, but he doesn't want it to look like this. So to fix that, we'll first apply our holding spray. Then starting in the middle at its highest point, we'll establish our guide. Now we'll work to the right, being sure to follow our guide straight across, not angling our clipper too high or too low so we don't give it that rounded effect. And as I work to the left, you'll see that I have to slightly push my client back in the corners just to make his line appear straight. This is what us barbers call a professional pushback. Then before establishing our vertical bars, we'll line up his C-cuts, making sure to only use the corner of our blade and take it slow. Now using the corner of his eye with our comb, it'll show us exactly where we need to place our vertical bars. Then we'll come back in and detail those corners to get them extra crisp. And using that same method to establish his right vertical bar will ensure a symmetrical hairline. And this is the final product. As you see, we put our boy back in the game, giving him a straight, crispy hairline and not giving him that rounded effect. If you're in the Wilmington-Burgo area and you need this service, tap the link in my bio to book your next appointment. First, we'll go in with our one guard open, smoothing everything down and keeping it dark. Now here's the secret to a crispy hairline. You gotta apply barber saw and a hot towel to lay those hairs down. Next, you apply your holding spray to lock those hairs in place and then use your razor comb to take away any curl. Now I'll adjust my client's heads to my eye level. Then we'll start in the middle, placing my guide to follow it to the right. And as you see, I'm only using the right corner of my blade on his right side and the left corner of my blade on his left side to ensure minimum room for air and give me complete control of his hairline. And this is before we decide to add enhancements. As you see, we got him crispy. And this is the after. As you see, we got him back in the game and took his hairline to the next level. If you're in the Wilmington-Burgo area and you like what you see, tap the link in my bio. This is how you fix a light temple area. First, we'll set our ball line for our high taper. Then what I'm pointing out here is going to be the area that we keep the fade in. So make sure to use the corner of your blade. When dealing with light spots around the edge up, you want to stay away from them as much as possible when fading so that you can keep them as dark as possible. As I show you here, since we kept the fade away from those light areas, we were able to keep his hairline dark for the lineup, using the corner of his eye as a reference to make sure his vertical bars are symmetrical. And this is the final product. As you see, we were able to make everything look nice and smooth. If you're in the Wilmington-Burgo area and you're having similar problems, tap the link in my bio to book. Using the corner of the eye as our reference point to start off our ball line, we'll contour it to our client's head shape. As you see us dropping it in the back, then coming back through to bald everything else underneath. Now we'll go in with the blade open, setting our first guideline, going up about 1/2 inch. And we'll go ahead and fade this line out, so we'll go in halfway first, and then we'll close it gradually as we get to the bottom. Then to set our next and final guideline, we'll go in with our one guard closed, going up another 1/2 inch. For the rest of this fade, we'll be fading down, so we'll be sure not to go past this point. So with our 1.5 guard, we'll start to debulk this area, then coming back in with our one guard, only using the corner of our blade, opening and closing the lever to fade directly underneath what we just debulked with our 1.5 guard. Then to erase the faint line left at the bottom of the fade, we'll go in with our 1/2 guard. And to really take this fade to the next level, we'll go back in detail, opening and closing our lever with no guard, hitting at any dark spots we may see remaining. And this is the final product. Keeping a mental note of where you use each guard when down fading will keep you from getting lost. But if you're in the Wilmington-Burgo area and you need this service, you know what to do, man. Tap the link in my bio.
Guys, thank you so much for watching the videos. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, turn on the post notification to get update for every new upload.